Now, you know that I speak to a lot of authors on this show, and I even narrate books for authors. And so, the praise I'm giving you is not light by any means, but um, I have had people on here who teach A Course in Miracles, as you would know. And one of the things I love to do, if I have the book that we're talking about, is to let the universe choose a page. And I've just done that while you were talking. So I've just let it fall where it may.
Okay.
I've just let spirit find its page. And we were talking about no apologies. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've landed on page 103 in my book here. There's no mistakes, right? So
None.
the page we've landed on is, I'll read it for you. No is a complete sentence. Stop cloaking your no in an explanation. Explaining yourself is apologizing for yourself. I'm not available is also a complete sentence. Use it as a response with no other explanation and see how edgy, liberating, perhaps scary, that really fucking awesome that feels. Then do it again.
Yeah. I mean, you can't make this shit up.
No. And look, many people don't know that since we last were on the podcast together, you and I have almost messaged each other daily through the pandemic to support each other, with angel cards and all kinds of stuff. And there was one day I remember we pulled the same card. Do you remember that, on the opposite sides of the world?
God, that's right.
And there's no way you can make that shit up. Like, it was exactly the same card. Like, it was incredible.
Yeah, and as you're speaking that, I'm remembering in one of those particular card pulls, it might have even been around me moving to Savannah and like finally pulling the plug on that and just saying I'm gonna fucking go for it. Where I just remember you saying, like, are you gonna expand or are you gonna contract? Right? The universe is offering you this opportunity to expand, and you already know it and you already feel it. And like, you're already driving there every 6 weeks of your life anyway. So, like, what are you doing? Just go, right? Take the leap. And, and because I've been teaching this work for a while, I mean, my lens for the whole world is now through these sacraments. So, in that moment and in this now moment, it's like Sacrament 5, gather your people. Our healing doesn't happen in a vacuum. And so, like, I already knew in my body what the answer was, but I needed you to be that mirror to reflect that back to me. And that was the ticket to me trusting myself. And I think that is that bolsters our faith and our capacity to be unapologetic when we have other people cheering us on to do the same.
Absolutely. And yes, and I'm so glad to be that mirror for you. But the absolute joy that you've experienced since you've got to Savannah, I think, like, that is the biggest reward ever to see.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's this author, this beautiful author, her name is Tokopa Turner, and the expression she uses is like something that you've always never known. It could be a person, it could be a place, a piece of land. I've always never known it. And that's how Savannah felt to me when I arrived here. And Savannah, Georgia is significant for me because it's where I started writing this book.